Shalom, friends. My name is Sivia Caroline, and I'm the proud chair of Jewish National Fund's Arts and Entertainment Task Force and a member of the Chai Society and Shayna Futures Root Society. I am so honored that we have partnered with the incredible Gaza Envelope Task Force to bring this special and important event into your homes. We know that bringing music, art, theater, and culture to the growing communities in the North and South helps these areas flourish and results in a greater quality of life and more educational, economic, and business opportunities. For over 15 years, the people in the Gaza envelope have endured continual attacks from the bordering Gaza Strip. One of our combined task force's mission is to bring light and beauty to the residents living along the Gaza border, providing much-needed healing for children and families suffering from the constant threat of rocket attacks. And that is what today is all about. To protect the lives of Israeli citizens, concrete bomb shelters are scattered all over the region. I ask you to take a moment and look at these photos and imagine having one of these shelters every 100 meters in your neighborhood. With JNF's help, we have managed to make these structures that symbolize terror and turn them into beautiful pieces of art. I invite you to take a journey with me to our homeland, to visit our Israeli brothers and sisters in the Gaza envelope, and to see the reality of what this project means to the residents on the ground.
Hi, my name is Reut. I live in Kerem Shalom.
Hi, my name is Yoav. I serve here in the Gaza Strip.
Hi, my name is Ronnie Kissin. I live in Kerem Shalom.
I moved here 3 years ago with my friends during the army, and now I live here when I finish my service.
I'm a soldier from Nahal.
The kibbutz is in the triangles borders between Egypt, Gaza, and Israel. We are the closest kibbutz that built near the border.
To me, these bomb shelters are, first of all, safety. I know that when I walk in the streets, the first thing I think about is where's the closest bomb shelter in case there's a bombing.
We have about 74 children here around the kibbutz that grow here and see the bomb shelters around. That doesn't seem so nice to think about bomb shelters around your village, kibbutz, city, wherever you live. But when you take a picture and see such beautiful pictures on this bomb shelter, it's making the children happy. It makes them fearless from the bomb shelters.
I love this art. It makes me feel much more happier being here. It's so beautiful.
To see the change and the youthfulness and the life that these drawings put into it is super meaningful. To me, it brings up a smile. I know that for the kids, instead of having such a negative connotation to a bomb shelter, they see this amazing drawing and they look at it in a more happy light.
Thank you so much for helping us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sivia. As you can see, this project doesn't just transform bomb shelters, it transforms lives. My name is Fred Tacek. I'm a proud member of JNF's Century Council and Negev Society and serve as part of the Arts and Entertainment Task Force. I'm humbled to be the co-chair of this evening's event alongside Susan Farber. My family and I are privileged to have a bomb shelter in the Gaza envelope that we beautified. Through today's program, we are beautifying 2 more bomb shelters, and we are so proud. I want to stress that this project is not merely about painting pretty pictures. Together, we're inspiring hope in a place with challenges of national security, mental health, and overall sustainability. Together, we're literally transforming the landscape of an entire region from concrete blocks to canvases of color and light. And ultimately, together, we are honoring life by turning terror into art. These values are what makes all of us, along with all of our JNF partners, a force for good. On a personal level, I am truly inspired by our Israeli brothers and sisters living in the Gaza envelope. They live with the reality of being on Israel's front lines and are determined to make a home for themselves there. The bravery and the conviction that is required to not only live in the Gaza envelope today, but to build a future for their children and generations to come is truly remarkable. It is an honor for us here, over 6,000 miles away, to play a role in this future. I am proud to introduce our tour guide for today's program. He's a decorated soldier whose reserve elite IDF unit played a critical role in Operation Protective Edge in 2014. He's a proud patriot and a pioneer, working with JNF to develop Halutza into a thriving community and to turn Ben-Gurion's dream of a blooming and prosperous Negev into a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome my friend and the one and only Yedidia Harush.
Shalom from Kerem Shalom. We are here on the border with Gaza, less than few hundred feet away from the border, here in the Gaza envelope. And we came today to surprise the children of Kerem Shalom, thanks to our partner, thanks to you, our partner from Jewish National Fund. Let's see what the result will look like. Good luck, Eliasaf.
Thank you. Good luck.
Shalom, my friends, and welcome to the bomb shelter painting project tour. So what is a bomb shelter? Well, a bomb shelter is a concrete structure that is scattered around the Gaza envelope area. The Gaza envelope area is all the communities and towns surrounding the Gaza city, the Gaza Strip. These towns have been suffering from rocket attacks for many, many years. And therefore, the government stationed these concrete structures, these bomb shelters, every few hundred feet. Why every few hundred feet? Because we only have 15 seconds from the moment that the alarm, the siren goes off, the red alert, until the moment that the rocket hit the ground and explodes. And then throughout the years, many people got really scared of these bomb shelters. Why scared of something that makes you safe, you asking? Well, these bomb shelters, while looking at them in times of quiet like now, it reminds the kids, reminds the adults of the last time that they had to run to a bomb shelter. Try to imagine. It's called PTSD. Something that happened to you that is very, very bad, but every time you look at it, it reminds you of when that thing happened. Imagine that it happens to them every single day. It happens to us, the people who live on the border. Me, my family, my children. And then, about 2 years ago, we had an idea to take these ugly, scary structures that reminds us of hate, of destruction, of sadness, and turn it into something that will make us feel happy, excited, and leave us with a big, great joy of feeling inside our hearts. And that's when we decided to turn these bomb shelters to masterpieces of art. And we brought an artist, a very, very, very special artist. His name is Eliasaf Miara, who took these ugly structures and turned them into magnificent art projects.
My name is Eliasaf. I live in Moshav Shokeda. It is located in Gaza envelope. My wife's name is Yael, and I have 4 children. Since then I remember I loved painting, but just 12 years ago it became my main practice. 12 years ago, the reality on the Gaza envelope had to change when rocket attack from Gaza became the part of our life. The government decided to put a bomb of shelters on all the settlements near the Gaza border. Just imagine how your neighborhood would like with an ugly concrete structures every 100 meters. How it make you feel? One day, I volunteered to draw on the bomb shelters on the interest in my moshav. After this one bomb shelters, I was invited to draw on another bomb shelters in my area. One day, I met Yedidia Harush from JNF, and he suggested to expand the project to all over the area and copyright part of the project with the local children. I feel privileged and thankful to be part of this vision. Thank you, JNF.
We took the Gaza envelope story and we painted it on bomb shelters. So for example, you would see a cow right next to a dairy farm, and you would see pictures of the red anemones, which is right next to a huge red anemones field. These red anemones take place once a year. They go bloom, and there is a big festival. And then there is strawberries next to a strawberry farm, and then a picture of somebody who was a symbol in the area. And you know what? I'm not just gonna tell you all about it. I'm gonna take you with me on a tour, physically, with me. I mean, I'll be there physically, you'll be there with me here. And this tour will show you the story of the Gaza envelope, the faces, the smells, the tastes, that you will be able to sense it, connect to it. And I promise you that next time you fly to Israel, your first destination would be the art tour of the Gaza envelope bomb shelters. We are in Ibim. Where is Ibim? Ibim is located right next to Sderot, on the northern part. Ibim is a small community, very, very old. Well, in the 50s, it used to be a base for people who work in agriculture, where they come, learn how to do agriculture, and then go to the different kibbutzim and communities in the area. Today, this area is abandoned, but the regional council of Sha'ar HaNegev took this opportunity and brought Ethiopian Jews from Ethiopia just few weeks ago, these Jews were in Ethiopia, and the state of Israel brought them, and they brought them here to their base. This is called an Aliyah base, an immigrant base. And well, we're in the Gaza envelope, and they need bomb shelters. So we took this bomb shelter, and we decided to give it the theme, because it's an Aliyah base. We decided to honor anyone who's ever made Aliyah, anyone who has ever moved to Israel, and make them a bomb shelter. So you can see the different people marching from Ethiopia through the Sudan desert to Israel, like many, many people did. And we also took this airplane where Nefesh B'Nefesh bring Jews today from North America. And of course, how can we not? Honoring it with an Israeli flag our flag, and of course the Jewish National Fund logo. This is called the Aliyah Bomb Shelter. Welcome to the junction at the entrance to Kibbutz Be'eri. We are at the anemone bomb shelter. What's an anemone, you're asking? Well, this beautiful red flower. Once a year, around February time, right now, or on February 4th, so in the next week or two, beautiful, beautiful red anemone flowers will pop up everywhere here in the Gaza envelope. The mayor of Sha'ar HaNegev, his name is Ophir Liebschein. That's the original council, which is right next to Sderot in the Gaza envelope. He came up with an idea. We have all this beautiful red carpet of anemone flowers. Let's make a festival. Let's call it the Red South Festival, where hundreds of thousands of Israelis come annually and they enjoy the beautiful nature here. The Gaza envelope is one of the most beautiful areas in the state of Israel. And they enjoy the beautiful flowers. They have picnics, they buy from local produce, and tourism at that time of the year is blooming. We hope that post-COVID time we'll be able to host again the Israelis and even some tourists that come here from outside, from overseas. And we thought that how symbolic would be to make this bomb shelter here, right next to the Shokedah forest. And it's dedicated by my dear friends, Steven and Penny Katz from Florida. Steve Katz is a good friend. And they dedicated this beautiful bomb shelter. And it's here giving a lot of joy, a lot of happiness to the people of the Gaza envelope and to anyone who's driving by. The cars and all the noise you hear are all these cars that pass by and enjoy this beautiful bomb shelter. When I met Eric back in New York, I immediately connected to him. What a great guy. And that's why I was not surprised when he called me to tell me he wants to surprise his wife, then just his fiance, Tamara. And so, for his upcoming wedding, he decided to dedicate a bomb shelter for her. What an amazing idea. Obviously, I came to the wedding. Well, it was in Israel, here in Tel Aviv, not far away, just 2 hours drive. It's then when I decided to frame a beautiful frame and glass frame and to bring it to their wedding as a gift. This bomb shelter sits here in the Gvulot Junction, and it symbolizes a lot of our area. Lots of flowers, trees, and obviously the JNF logo, that goes without saying.
My story begins about 15 years ago during my senior year of high school. At the time, I was studying at the Alexander Muss School in Hod HaSharon. One night, while I was out with a few friends in Tel Aviv, a suicide bomber blew himself up outside of a nightclub, killing 5 and wounding dozens of others. My friends and I had been standing directly across the street when the explosion went off. We witnessed firsthand the bloodshed, the destruction, and the loss of innocent life. It was terrifying. In the weeks after the bombing, I remember the unease that stuck with us. We were afraid that there could be another attack at any moment. Thankfully, there wasn't, at least not for us. But unfortunately, for too many Israelis, the threat of attack persists on a daily basis. In America, it's easy to be complacent about what these rocket attacks mean. Oftentimes, due to Israel's immense investment in missile defense systems, these rockets fail to inflict any physical damage on Israel's citizens. But the impact on the Israeli psyche cannot be understated. Each rocket causes untold harm. And there is perhaps no more helpless of a feeling than watching these attacks unfold from afar, knowing that we are powerless to do anything to stop them. It is that feeling of helplessness that brought me here. As I started getting more involved with JNF, I learned about the amazing work JNF is doing alongside the Israel-Gaza border. JNF is taking bomb shelters, symbols of war, of terror, and turning them into beautiful displays of art. I immediately knew this was my opportunity to give back. And in hearing about the positive impact this project has had on the communities, and in particular on the children who live under constant threat of attack, I know that I'm doing my small part to help in whatever way I can.
Good evening, fellow passengers. Wow, isn't this tour unbelievable so far? I hope you are comfy on your bus and enjoying a clear view of these incredible works of art. I absolutely love this tour so far, and having traveled through the Gaza envelope in the past and spending quality time with both Yedidia and Eliasaf, it is hard to describe how meaningful this event is for me. My name is Betsy Fisher. I'm the very proud chair of the Gaza Envelope Task Force and past president of the Jewish National Fund, South Jersey Board of Directors. But most importantly, for tonight's purposes, I myself am a bomb shelter beautifier. I'm very proud to volunteer for Jewish National Fund, an organization that develops the pioneer regions of Israel, what we call the frontiers. Not the crowded, busy triangle of Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, and Haifa. Instead, our vision is to shift the population and bring 500,000 Israelis to the south and 300,000 to the north. We are strengthening the communities along the Gaza border by building blast-proof playgrounds, resiliency and medical centers, and supporting programs for children suffering from PTSD, and so much more. JNF brings hope, joy, and safety to our homeland. We do all this to create a vibrant society. Beautifying bomb shelters, making children and their families smile and feel a bit safer is so incredible. And while we are all still in awe of Eliasaf's amazing talent, please step back for a moment and reflect on why it is that these communities need to have so many bomb shelters in the first place. Please don't lose sight of the reality of living along the Gaza border. As the residents will tell you, life in the Gaza envelope is 99% heaven and 1% hell. I'm reminded of JNF's blast-proof indoor recreation playground in Sderot, which is such an amazing place. However, when I'm there with a group and everyone starts running around, shooting baskets, climbing the rock wall, and playing ping pong, I want to yell, wait, everybody, stop. Think about why there is a need for this incredible playground in the first place. Let's not forget the reality of life in Sderot. And so it is with these bomb shelters. It is unbelievably sad that this part of the country needs so many of these structures in the first place. Can you even imagine if the beautiful landscape of your neighborhood was spoiled by the need for all these shelters? But through the amazing talent of JNF's artist, Eliasaf Miara, we are helping to make these ugly yet urgently needed structures less scary and more inviting. The Gaza Envelope and the Arts and Entertainment Task Forces are each literally improving the quality of life in southern Israel. In a moment, you will receive an email and a text from Jewish National Fund providing you the opportunity to make a gift towards beautifying a bomb shelter. I hope you will join me, Sivia, Fred, and Susan in brightening the lives of our brothers and sisters along the Gaza border. The cost to have one shelter painted is $5,000. You can sponsor the painting of a shelter on your own or share the dedication with others. For example, pool money together with your extended family, your synagogue, sisterhood, men's club, even your book club, golf buddies, or mahjong group. A shelter can be beautified for any milestone in life. You can dedicate one in honor of a birthday, bar bat mitzvah, wedding, birth of a baby, or in memory of someone who has passed. As a matter of fact, the members of our Gaza Envelope Task Force recently chipped in to beautify a bomb shelter in memory of Avraham Meir, the father of our task force professional, Boaz Meir. Avraham's name will live on in this part of Israel where Boaz has such a special connection. You can dedicate a bomb shelter and have your name inscribed on it, and even select an artistic theme like music, children, or animals. Inside the bomb shelter that my task force just dedicated, Eliasaph painted 2 scrolls where we will all sign our names when we finally get the chance to return to Israel. We are so excited. There are over 100 shelters available, just waiting to be beautified. So whatever gift amount is comfortable for you, we invite you again to join us. Please be a part of the incredible, life-enhancing work we are doing for the people of the Gaza envelope. We are so grateful to each and every one of you. Toda rabah. Now, sit back, relax, glance out your bus window, and witness yet another beautiful shelter. Enjoy.
Welcome to New York! Just kidding. We're in the Shalom Junction, the entrance to the Shalom region, in the southern end of the Eshkol region, right on the border with Gaza, right on the border with Egypt. We decided to make the flagship bomb shelter here. What is the flagship bomb shelter? The bomb shelter represents everything that we're doing with the Jewish National Fund in our area, and everything that is all about this bomb shelter painting project. On one hand, we have the American flag, the New York skyline, and that's thanks to you, my friends from the New York board, and Debbie. On the other hand, the Israeli flag, the Jewish National Fund logo, JNF USA, and the blue box, and our area and how it looks. Many fields, small homes, red roofs, some trees. We really believe it tells the story of this beautiful and amazing partnership, of what Jewish National Fund is doing here, what you are doing here. And this bomb shelter is in honor of all of our Jewish National Fund supporters, 600,000 of them. And we are very proud to have this bomb shelter to the entrance to our region. We are at the community of Naveh. in the Chalutza communities, the most southern end of the Eshkol region on the borders with Egypt and Gaza. And we're at the heart of the community, in the middle of its community playground, which was, by the way, built by Jewish National Fund. And I'm standing next to a very beautiful and unique bomb shelter. In the middle of the desert, underwater bomb shelter. Yeah, underwater, sea life. You see it yourself, it's gorgeous. But the story behind it is no less beautiful. When Jonathan Stern approached Jewish National Fund and wanted to memorize Abi Kalimyan, he chose this bomb shelter. Him and his kids chose this theme. And they did something very beautiful in Abi's memory. All the kids of the community at times would stand around staring at this bomb shelter and just enjoying its beauty. I asked Jonathan and his family to say a couple words for this beautiful bomb shelter that they did.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Stern with JNF here in New York, where I'm a real estate cabinet member, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Bomb Shelter Beautification Project. I wanted to give a meaningful gift in memory of somebody that had passed on, a longstanding family friend who's passionate about Israel, passionate about children's causes, and also an art collector. So this was a great way to take all of those interests and passions, mix them together, and create something that is meaningful, that will stand the test of time, and do great work on the ground in Israel. So JNF made this process very seamless. I coordinated with somebody here in New York. They have a liaison on the ground in Israel who worked with the artist, and the process was really great. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about how that works. So in our case, we wanted to do something that was really bright, really colorful. I was able to get my two daughters, who are 9 and 6, involved, as well as my wife. We spent some time sitting around the dinner table, playing with ideas and different creatures and things that we would want to have featured in it. Went back to the artist, and we got a beautiful rendering, and we got daily updates throughout the process. It took 4 days to paint, and it was really cool seeing the entire thing evolve, and it got us just even more excited to see the final product. We ended up doing a bomb shelter in Nave next to a playground, which is incredibly special. It made the playground that much more valuable to the community, and ultimately achieved the objective of doing something that, again, supports children's causes on top of something that helps on the ground in Israel. So overall, the project was a total home run. JNF did an unbelievable job coordinating it, and I'm so grateful. And I suggest to anybody that's really considering something meaningful, fun, interesting, and wants to do something a little more dynamic, and they can really put their fingerprints or paintbrushes on, this is a great way to do it.
This is one of the most special bomb shelters we had the privilege to paint. This bomb shelter is in memory of Moshe Feder. Moshe Feder was working here in Kibbutz Erez, originally from Kfar Saba. On May 5th, 2019, Moshe was driving home after a long day of work. Moshe stopped his car right here where we're standing to take a phone call, where a Hamas anti-tank missile hit him in his car. Moshe was killed on the spot. When we came to paint the bomb shelter here, there was a beautiful sunflower seed field right behind us. When the artist Eliasaf was thinking about this bomb shelter, he was thinking about doing something that would be, on one hand, very beautiful, very uplifting, but on the other hand, couldn't be something that will ignore the tragedy that happened here. In a way, it tells the story of the Gaza envelope. And we chose one sunflower flower that is towards the end of its blooming time. You can see the sunflower is about to fall. It's about to die in a way. But what's beautiful about the sunflower, that after it's actually dead, makes out, it brings out its seeds. Something good, new birth comes out of it after it's died, after it's dead. But we thought that this bomb shelter represents, on one hand, the life that we have here in the Gaza envelope, but on the other hand, the complicated situations that we live with. And obviously the beautiful Jewish National Fund logo with a heart for Moshe's family. Inside we wrote a little memory I want to come with. This painting is in memory of Moshe Feder, who was killed nearby by an anti-tank missile on May 5th, 2019. May he rest in peace. The Bomb Shelter Painting Project is a lot more than just pictures. May Moshe's memories be a blessing. I wanted his family to say a couple words because this bomb shelter really touched their hearts.
Hello, my name is Nimrod Feder, and I'm the son of Moshe Feder. I lost my father in a vicious terror attack in the 5th of May 2019. That day, Hamas fired more than 700 rockets over civilian communities surrounding Gaza Strip. And my father, who was working in the kibbutz Erez, was taking refuge under the train bridge near the entrance of the kibbutz, while his car was targeted by Hamas terrorist group that managed to fire the rocket-propelled grenade and hit him. My father was a victim of the terror and violence that following our conflict with the Palestinians, and it's brought me facing the worst side of the human nature. Under the same circumstances, I also came across with the best side of the human nature. And the amount of support, kindness we got from the environment and people we never met was outstanding and kept us going forward. A few months after the incident, during one of our visits on site, we came across a VSF artwork. A big sunflower on one of the concrete shelters near the location, and he mentioned our father memory. We contacted him to show our appreciation and for his sympathy and actions, and wanted to meet him and ask him help for creating a monument for our father memory in the exact location. He told us about JNF programs and help for the communities and people in the area, and actually helped us with creating a monument near the location as well. I can't put in words how much the support from the community, especially when it's people you never met, means. It helps accepting the good side of us and spread sunlight and colors on our darkest hour. I want to thank JNF for supporting the communities suffering from ongoing crises, and also for the same communities for helping us and supporting us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Susan Farber. I am one of the co-chairs of tonight's event, as well as a proud member of the Gaza Envelope Task Force. I hold several leadership positions within Jewish National Fund, but what's more important is I'm just like you. I am a passionate supporter of Israel. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. 6 years ago, I experienced something similar to what we saw in tonight's program, and it was a call to action for me. I got involved with JNF, and what I've learned is the more I give of my time, the more I connect with my heritage and the people in Israel. People like Yedidia have become my extended family. Please take your love of Israel and put that into action. I know with your help today, we are going to change the lives of the residents in the Gaza envelope communities. Soon, I hope to see us all travel together to Israel with the rest of our JNF family. We're going to come together to celebrate our accomplishments through JNF, which could mean going to see a live show at the Beersheba Amphitheater, or shopping in the artisan villages, or my favorite, enjoying the local cuisine of up-and-coming chefs. We can take a tour of the beautified bomb shelters that, thanks to your support, will be there. Until then, I say lahitraot. See you soon.
I hope you liked the tour. It was a very interesting one, at least for me, even though I know it. But going into the detail of each and every one of the bomb shelters that I see every time I drive was something very different. I hope you liked it. We laughed, we cried, it was interesting, it was emotional, but overall it told the story of the people who live on the Gaza border. I hope you come here very soon and we do this tour in person, driving from bomb shelter to bomb shelter, meeting the amazing human beings who live in this area. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your partnership. We have so many bomb shelters still to paint, and I'm sure that next time you come, there will be many, many more bomb shelters painted. Thanks to you. Thank you, and we will see each other very soon. Shalom.
We don't want to be firefighters, but we are the first response team. The Hamas, they've managed to burn almost 9,000 acres just in the last 4 months.
I live in Shlomit 5 years. My husband Itai and my 4 kids. It's a great community and we're very happy here, but sometimes it's scary.
You can see this area, it's beautiful, especially in spring, and it seems so peaceful, and it's kind of, in a minute, it can change.
We are here today where we brought buses full of families and children from the region of Sha'ar HaNegev, all the communities that are surrounding the Gaza envelope that are suffering every day from rockets, from mortars, from fires.
The answer to terror is not an F-16 or a Merkava tank. The answer to terror is kids laughing, kids playing, and a community that is flourishing.
Because of the donations that we've got from JNF. We bought new trailers, we bought fire equipment to protect my security officers. We are able to get to any place and every place within minutes.
Things that we see here today, whether it's the playground with the children playing and laughing, whether it's the resilience center in Eshkol that helps people going through trauma. That can only happen through the support, through the generosity, and through the partnership of the Jewish National Fund.
The JNF, they raise the money to fortify the buildings. When you have a fortified building, a fortified room, you can feel safe inside to do whatever you want to do.
This place is for us so much important because without that, I couldn't go on with my life.
JNF help us alive. Thanks to them, we have this park, we have the water park over there, we have a new bomb-proof daycare center.
We have been gone for 2 weeks from our homes to visit here in the United States, the different cities, and wow, this is the only word that I can think of, visiting the different communities and seeing the power of Jewish National Fund and the Jewish community in general here in the United States was overwhelming. We know that we can go home and feel that we're not alone. Thank you, Jewish National Fund.
תודה רבה to our JNF family.
Thank you, JNF.
Thank you, JNF.
Thank you, JNF. Thank you, JNF.